Hi, everybody. This is Joanna. Thank you so much for tuning in. And what a beautiful day, another gorgeous day. And we offer the most high of illumination for Divine Feminine and the Sacred Child. Those are the energies that I intend to bring forward and shake up and rattle up, as well as alignment and attunement to fifth dimensional grids of the Christ consciousness, how to inspire those fifth dimensional activations, how to inspire creativity, how to inspire the wholeness of all that we are, to really get excited about this beautiful ascension journey, to get excited about our reunification with our higher selves and our divine wholeness, and preparing ourselves for the eventuation of first contact and our belonging to the greater galactic and universal families. But in doing so, we need to allow ourselves to prepare in being a greater oneness within ourselves, within our smaller communities, within the house, within the families and friends and the communities that we have within our smaller global experience, and then reaching out to the galactic and to the universal. So many of the consciousness that I co-create with is the Heavenly Councils, the Councils of Light. Thank you so much. The Galactic Federations and all the beings that are working on behalf of light programs through the Holy Christ. Thank you, Holy Mother and Father, which each and every one of us have within us. The Vesica Pisces is the father energy, the mother energy, and that sacred child that we are as co-creators, bringing it forward in the most divine and sovereign way that's limitless, that's infinite, that's profound, that's honest, and truthful within the integrity of who we are, the integrity of our own authentic creative expression of who we are, releasing all that was in those 3D fear programs, all the 3D fear and veils, the psyche wounds that we're all healing, to release those layers, to release those densities, to release the wounds and all of the Akashic and the lineage experiences that we've all come with and coded in our soul's blueprint, to really move through that soul's growth experience. The soul in and of itself simply wants to express, to explore, and to experience ourselves as the evolution of all that we are, all that we're becoming. However, in the limited 3D program, we've always been taught how small we are, how unfortunate we are, how limited we are in all aspects, because those are the programs of fear and limitation. However, every master that has come forward has allowed us to understand that there's far more than what we understand that we've been taught or told. And so part of the expression of each and every one of us to come forward is to be that unique puzzle piece to the grandness of who we are. And we're all come as sacred parts of geometry. Each and every one of us is a sacred aspect of geometry. When we meet, where's my pen? I'll use my pencil. When an aspect of who we are, this triangle here, meets with a higher aspect of our grander soul aspect, our higher self or higher perspective experiences of sacred geometry, as we release the density, we allow ourselves to rise and then merge with another sacred geometry, becoming more whole. To do that, we need to release the lower aspects. Those are the worlds, the energies that we've chosen at the soul level before we got here, that we would be responsible for clearing from 3 to 5D, because we knew that this lifetime would be the lifetime that we're clearing all of those traumas, the psyche wounds, those things that trigger us. Those are the main soul themes. And what we usually talk about in our private intuitive sessions and healing sessions is the teams and the councils come through along with your teams and councils, and we look at the Akashic wholeness of you, what you came with as a blueprint to work with, what you came with as a blueprint to clear and cleanse, what you came as a blueprint as those themes that you clear and cleanse are directly related to and equal to your gifts that you're here to share. And so that's why you'll see those themes if you're keeping track of your ascension cycles and you're journaling and you're doing your part to connect and seek within your greatest light, who you are with Source, why you're here. You'll see the themes and the fluidity of your sacred, beautiful, incredible story of who you are and how God, how Source speaks through you. You'll see it. It'll be very evident for you. And that's why I've always been a great proponent of journaling, because journaling is that physical manifestation, if you will, of you participating in your soul's growth with the all that you are and unseen. Because oftentimes the physicality of us, the lower mind, the ego, requires us to see proof. And sometimes that journaling in the initial stages allows you to see, wow, I predicted that last week and here it's coming to life. I'm actually projecting and I'm allowing myself to come to forward and be in that co-creative, yes, I created this. And you see your progression, not only in your dreams and your visions and your meditations, your higher consciousness states, but you're actually bringing your higher consciousness to your outer state. That's as you're living as your higher self. and releasing those lower limiting beliefs about who you are, who you thought you were, and who others told you to be or projected onto you. And now society projects all these things, and dogma and education systems. Everything in our society is a projection of limitation. Each and every one of us have come here as divine, sacred, beautiful, beautiful, dynamic, colorful souls to be a part of this sacred puzzle. Each and every one of us are a part of this puzzle and bringing it together to make the whole of our collective. This is a picture of our collective color. Each and every one of us are here to be a part of that puzzle piece. Each and every one of us are needed. The seeking within, the aligning within, the creative ingenuity of who we are as divine souls in human matter form, our spirit, all that we are as spirit that we cannot see is living through us, creating matter. It's a micro macro. This is the human collective, sacred geometry, beautiful, colorful picture in rainbow crystalline energies that is the Holy Christ, is beautiful and infinite and dynamic and magical. Each and every one of us are parts of the sacred geometry that's bringing that magic to life. We're allowing ourselves to live as spirit, as truth, to be unlimited, to be limitless, to be the most profound creators in our galaxy, to go through such density and limitation. Bring it forth. Bring it forth, dear ones. What are you waiting for? Bring it forth. Bring forth your brilliance of color. Bring forth your brilliance of who you are as joy. And it's directly connected with all that you are as a multidimensional system of light, of love. The vortices that you hold within. Your chakras hold information and wisdoms that's multidimensional, that's undeniable. The center of every cell, undeniable wisdom within it. And you have access to tap into it, to say, come on, let's bring this forward. I know I'm here for great reasons. And even if you don't know that, there's nothing wrong with you shining your greatest light to be a part of this collective puzzle until you do know it, because it will click to you. Everyone has a sacred creative purpose. Everyone. This, in the ancient times, they're reminding me of a story about ancient tribes. Each person within that tribe, through the elders that were very connected with spirit, the elders would help guide every person that was born, finding their unique gifts of how they would contribute to the tribe. It's no different than our collective tribe. Our collective tribe requires certain things, requires the acupuncturist, requires herbal, holistic teachers and healers. These are all aspects that are within us, that are encoded, that are ready, that are aching to be set free. And if our souls are and our spirits of who we are very limited, and our spirits are not allowing us to connect with the sacred geometry that's within the whole of creative experience of our collective, the omnipresence of God that's in every breath, the omnipresence of God that's waiting to bless us, the omnipresence of spirit and creators that are waiting to bring these majesties through. We are the majesties. We're the vessels of the majesties of the heavens. Make no mistake about it. The majesties of the heavens are not outside of you for you to go to. You are the vessel through the majesties of the heavens through which you create, through your allowance to be who you are as a creative genius of the Christ, the consciousness that's far beyond creating spirit in matter form, bringing it to anchor into these 5D grids and these 5D energy templates that are saying, we're ready for something new. 3D cannot be 5D. As we let go, as we release, we become lighter, we become more vibrant. So today's sacred healings and sacred wisdoms for today is to really get in touch with the vortice of all that you are, this epicenter that we talk about all the time, and how you're responsible for it. You're accountable for your light. How may you bring forward your most creative, divine, incredible aspect of you? And it requires balance, it requires harmony, it requires grounding and anchoring, because as we're awakening to such accelerated energies, we must be grounded and we must create from this presence of heart space so that we're not co-creating continued chaos in the old 3D cycles that are trying to catch up to the accelerated energies of what's going on right now. We're manifesting in each new day a new assimilation to accelerated energies, and why we have the cycles of ascension. The more tuned into your own cycle of ascension, you can garner and gain, okay, this is an activation period where I'm going to awaken to new things. My body's going to feel out of sorts for a day or two. Drink lots of water, get lots of rest, be outside with Gaia. Ground and center, your chakras are speeding up, your chakras are speeding up. As that integration takes place, you're going to notice a few activations that will also activate where you hold densities. Because remember, it's an infinity. The infinity not only awakens new information and new activities, but it will also awaken the densities that are ready to be cleared. And obviously, you can usually tune to it by the triggers. Someone speaking disrespectfully to you, someone not allowing you to go into a store, and those types of energies, there'll be themes that will be connected with it. Those two that I just gave you, those examples, are connected with your subjugation. It's an energy that's related to many other timelines through which you've held subjugated timelines. Remember, infinite timelines, and you might have 10 timelines related to being held in subjugation, where you weren't allowed to do certain things. You were held in in persecution of something because you had a gift, or because you were a certain color, or because you were a divine feminine, or disenfranchised, however we might label and title it, doesn't matter. We're saying subjugation in any way because it runs so rampant throughout our entire society. It's very subtle and it's very profound. So each and every one of us on our planet are here to heal energies of subjugation, because it's not only, again, connected with this collective Earth timeline, it's connected with all timelines. Because subjugation has occurred in Sirian, subjugation has occurred in Orion and Lyran planetary systems that you are part of. You and God here now on this earthly planet, as you open multidimensionally, you're connecting with all that you are multidimensionally. So you understand that why certain times in your ascension cycle, you can feel profound depression in matters of themes of control, trying to release control, understanding why you want to control. All of those energies are about control. You will be triggered through certain tower moments, whether it's losing control of, for your body, losing control of, say, your bowel systems. That's a control issue. So when you have certain physical manifestations, they're directly related back to control. Your lack of movement and flexibility is related to physical ailments like arthritis. So those are manifestations that you're clearing and you're healing. Doesn't mean that that ailment will be with you forever. No, it's because you're probably clearing 4 and 5 timelines that have to do with lack of fluidity, where you did not believe and honor in the fluidness of source, of spirit living through you. You had to control it all. You had to limit your mobility. You had to limit your flexibility, your activity. You might have had 2 or 3 lifetimes where you were not able to access motion in all of your body parts, and you're here healing those traumas and those wounds. Because as you end every life, those wounds that were not sorted out, to know that there's blessings and benevolence in the all is perfect. So every time that we align to that, in every now moment in this lifetime, we're healing all of the other timelines, where in this lifetime you may have ended with very, very deep disregard and dishonor for your life, because you felt that all of your ailments and all of your your lack of physicality and movement was a damaging experience for you. So healing it, saying that, well, okay, this is what God and I have agreed to experience. How can I bring the light in this? As we talked about yesterday, every moment to see the light of whatever it is you're going through. That's how you release that trauma, because there is a blessing in it. As difficult and as challenging as it might be, of course, those challenges, because your soul is great enough to move through them. But how can you be in that highest soul perspective? Because soul growth is always about exploring, experiencing, and expressing yourself in whatever God and you are co-creating together. Those for higher vibrational lessons that span and ripple out to all of you. That's why it's not in this way, because we're explaining it right now. They're saying this to me, so we're having conversations as I'm speaking to you. The butterfly effect is what we've brought here to this planet, as to when you're allowing yourself the full allowance of who you are as the Christ, to honor every moment, to be in love in every moment, to know that all moments are perfect, that you can find the silver lining in all things. There is light in all moments, because you and God are infinite. You're never separate. It's always purposeful. It's always perfect. It's the ego that holds you back in limitation, that says, this is damned, this is negative, this is all that negativity. That's what needs to be healed, because those are limiting beliefs and perspectives about who you think you are, what you exist within, and what exists within you. The butterfly effect is that when you find this golden energy within the center of everything, as we've said, the divine relationship in all things, no matter what it is, there is a divine relationship in it. That's perfection. That's you and God saying, this is purposeful to me as a soul. When you get that, that is when this butterfly affects, and it affects you on every other timeline, every form. So that this form right here, that might be, say, an 8th dimensional Sirian, gets your ripple butterfly effect that says, she's got it. She's allowed herself to be free. She has freed herself from that limitation. I feel the awakening in that. Because it's you. That you is that 8th dimensional being that says, wow, I feel really great today. So you affect all. You are the all is you. And this is why we've offered in all of our videos that allow yourself to just release what you hold judgment of any other person, because it's all you. Whatever you are damning, whatever you are judging, whatever you are whatever you are cycling and creating for yourself, if you look at it, it is you. Whatever negativity you hold about anything, you are allowing yourself to be so negative about it that it's allowing you to see, I'm going to keep creating this negativity until I allow it to look back at me and say, what in this am I not allowing? What in this am I not accepting about myself? What am I not allowing to be a part of me in this moment? Whether it's self-love, whether it's positivity, whether it's the light that comes from other people, whether it's the vibrancy and the beauty that comes from other people. If that is allowing you to feel awkward or angry or uncomfortable, what about you? Are you not allowing your beauty to come forward? Where are you not allowing your positivity to come forward and shine and say, this is my best life. I want to come forward and live my best life. So they're showing me, wow, I can be that vibrant. I can be that beautiful. I can call forward this most creative moment for me. And I can have that butterfly effect throughout all timelines, all realms. And remember, that butterfly effect just doesn't always affect you and your soul and all the bodies and forms you take on, because you take on an infinite number of bodies that you have no idea. Unless you have that visionary skill and you can tap into it and ask your guides to thread you to that body on that planet. You're affecting all souls on this planet. This is a micro macro again. So when you awaken and say, today I'm going to capture that positive, vibrant aspect of me because I really want to feel good. I don't want to manifest negativity anymore. I want to get off that merry-go-round of negativity. I want to accept myself as beautiful. I want to accept myself as vibrant. I want to accept myself as, you know what, I can heal anything. I am a part of the sacred geometry, and I'm going to come and shine. And I'm going to make my day my best day, because you know why? Nobody's going to give it to you. You have to create it for you. You have to be that vibration of greatness. You have to be that vibration of the one that speaks with God. You have to be that vibration of you or holiness, because you are. God's within every person. There's not one being that has more God than another. There's not. We all have access to the same amount of God. Your beliefs about who you are, your perspective about who you are, your attunement to your chakras, your alignment to your sacred breath, your alignment to your inner truth about who you are, that allows you to span out. And you get to be all parts of that sacred geometry because you get it. It's not separate from you. It's not held back from you. Nobody's holding you back from your joy. Nobody's holding you back from your grace. Nobody's holding you back from your abundance. You have it all. Don't wait for anybody to give you abundance. Create it. Feel the vibration of abundance. Drop to your heart. Call all of your consciousness to your heart. I am creative abundant. I am abundantly creative. I'm abundantly magnificent. I'm abundant in my intelligence. I'm abundant in my wisdoms. I'm abundant in my knowingness. I walk with God. I am centered with God. I stand in forward with my God. God walks with me. The heavens walk with me, and I get to speak it. I get to live it. I get to be it. I get to experience it, because I choose. I get to choose that. I don't wait for nobody to choose for me. Don't wait for no one. This is one of the lessons that the Divine Feminine has come for from since the beginning of time. You wait for no one. You are a creator. You are a life giver. You are here as a creator. You seed this planet. You seed this planet with light, and you will receive light in every way. These seeds of light, you will receive it. You will receive what you have planted. So what are you planting? Are you planting love and positivity? Because that will come back to you in every way tenfold, and you know it will. That's source. That's God. That's energy. That's the system, dear. That's the system. That's the universe, dear. How you vibrate. How you vibrate. Are you seeding the planet with love? Are you seeding the planet with excitement? Are you seeding the planet with what you can do and what you are? I know who you are. You're God. That's why you're listening. You're coming to hear God. You're coming to feel God. You're coming to see yourself as God. You're here. You're God. Tap into it. Every cell is waiting for you to talk. Every cell is waiting for you to stand up. Every cell is waiting for you to say, let's go. Giddy up. Let's go. Giddy up. You don't wait for no one. You build it. You create it. You master it. Every day, every day, every day. And no matter how hard it is to wake up, I've been there. No matter how many times you pick yourself up off that floor, drunk and wasted, however many times it takes, you say, today I will rise. Today this addiction will not have my best. Today I am in charge of everything within my body, and I say what matters. Because I'm worthy. I'm worthy of the higher words. I'm worthy of the higher love. I'm worthy of a higher creation. I am worthy of a higher reality, and I get to choose. This addiction does not have power over me. I get to choose. I will not allow my body to feel crappy because I'm feeding it with crap. I get to choose. I choose to feed my body with love. I choose to feed my mind with love. I choose to create new beliefs, because you know what? I'm not taking on the beliefs of my ancestors. I'm going to heal it right now. And your ancestors, thousands of them behind you saying, you go, girl. You go, dude. You get it. You get your fancy dancy life from who you are within. Not taking it from nobody else. not stealing it, not undermining anybody. You've got it within. You are the sacred geometry. You don't wait. You wake up and say, today I'm going to be my best. Today I'm one with God. Today God speaks with me. I wake up, God, show me the way. Show me the way, Spirit. Your soul, the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, Gaia, everything in creation, that positive light that is aching for evolution. They're not going to deny you. Creation won't deny you, dear one. Creation won't deny you. Creation wants that ripple effect. Are you kidding me? An infinite number of beings. We don't even have numbers for the number of beings that are waiting for every person on this planet to wake up and say, wow, there is so much creativity within me. What can I create today? It's going to be benevolent. It's going to be good. It's going to be happy. It's going to be shiny. Because it's going to be aligned with who you are as spirit. That's when your spirit essence becomes all of your body and your spirit starts to manifest a new body. Your spirit starts to manifest that higher mind. That spirit starts to manifest cleaner organs, cleaner soul. And you start releasing all of those densities and all of those projections and all that hatred and all that negativity. Because your spirit, shiny and peaked, you bet it is. Crystalline and clear, you bet it is. You know why? Because it's spirit. It's Christ. The Holy Christ from the infinite of all infinites, coming through you right now if you open up and let it. That's creative majesty. That's your creative authority. That's your Christic authority, your sovereignty that says, I will not be limited by no box. I get to stand in who I am. I walk this planet. I'm at the grassroots and I know I can make change happen. You know you're a part of that puzzle. What do you have to offer that can be this light to creation? What can you offer this community? How can you go out and say, this is who I am, this is my name, this is my legacy, and I will shine today, small and big ways. And let the ego go on what goals you think you must have to create. That's not magic. Magic is saying, Spirit, live through me. I'm open, I'm infinite. Be the majesty of who I am in this body. Can you do that? Can you allow Spirit and all that you are to live through you? To allow life to be magical through you. Let go of the density. They're just beliefs that aren't even yours. Things you were taught in school and traditions and all these things that you're hanging on to. Is this even mine? Does it even fit me? Why can't I go out and speak the truth of who I am? Why can't I go out and feel passionate about bringing love and joy to people? Why can't I? Why can't I just feel great about dancing in the house and having the children dance too, because it just makes you feel so happy and joyful? Make no mistake about it, dear ones, that's the Christ consciousness. When you get up just to be joyful, when you get up just to create, for no other reason, and we've said this 100 times before, and we'll keep saying it until our very last breath, for no other reason than to be the joy of you, to experience, to express it, and to explore it. All that you are is the joy of who you are. You are the Holy Christ. You don't have to have no dollar or no mandate attached to it. That's limited. That is the 3D version. 5D, be all that you are and all the glory that you are, for no other reason than to be, explore, experience, express you as spirit. We are becoming spirit, dear ones. We are spirit essence creating matter. How matter do you want it to be? Do you want it to be bright and shiny? The highest level of shiny. Crystalline clear. It's clear, it's clear, it's clear, it's clear. There's no fogginess. There's no density. There's no ambiguity. There's no, oh, I don't know. What do they think they're going to? No. Clear. I know who I am. I'm spirit. I'm spirit and I'm creating matter. It's going to be dang good. I got this. I got this. I came for this. I'm awake now. I came for this. Every day is going to get better. Every day is going to get shinier. I'm going to move back and forth in all the navigation that Source wants me. Because you know why? Source wants me to have the navigation brilliance of knowing that I can navigate anything that comes in front of me as a master. That's what I've come with. Each and every one of us. It's not going to be straight riding all the way up. That's not ascension. Your soul wants you to grow. Your soul wants you to grow in the challenges, to see, maybe there's another way around this. Maybe there's another way around this. Maybe I can just sit back and listen and have compassion and understanding. Because I will be a master someday, and I'm going to be teaching others how to have compassion and understanding. So I'm going to practice it today. Your soul is so profound. Your soul is so profound. You're learning lessons far beyond what you know. Not just to get a 9-to-5 job and make $75,000 a year. That's not your soul's destiny. Your soul's destiny is to grow as a soul through all of the infinite energies that you're able to create. That's what your soul wants. Your soul wants that butterfly effect. So what can you let go of? What density can you let go of that says you can't create? What density that, or belief that you've taken on from a childhood wound or some other timeline that doesn't matter, Those are things you've come to transcend. But when that trigger hits you and that says that I can't do that, that's outside my comfort zone, I can't do that, I don't have enough money, whatever those excuses are, lay it on the table and say, is this belief even mine? That I cannot create this. I cannot create my own website. I cannot create my own creative beginnings. I cannot create my own voice that's powerful and beautiful and sacred. Because you know what? I can. That's not my belief. I choose in this moment. I choose in this moment. I choose in this moment. Addiction's gone. Addiction's gone. Addiction's gone. Addiction's gone. I will no longer speak negatively about others. Today I speak in love. Today I speak in joy. Today I speak in brilliance. Because I know what? We're all one. It's going to come back to me. Whatever I send out is going to come back and it's going to hit me. Do I want it to be beautiful? Do I want it to be sacred? Do I want it to be loving? Yeah, we all do. We all want to feel good in who we are. But it begins with us. Because I can't create your reality for you. God's with you. God's saying, I'm going to create whatever you want to create. That's the free will. Each and every one of us has it. God says, I love you so much so. I will always love you unconditionally, no matter how many times you're on the bathroom floor, no matter how many times you think your life is not valued, no matter how many times you think you are not inspired as a creator of the heavens, no matter how many times you think you're less than anybody else on this planet, I will be with you in every moment, no matter how many times you say, what is this about and why am I here? Why is this suffering so profound? And Creator will say the suffering is temporary because you don't see what I see in you. I know you to be sacred. And you pick yourself back up and you say, damn, addictions keep getting the better of me because they think they know more about me than I do. And I'm going to show that addiction something different because that's a belief that I took on that's not even mine. That addiction is attached to a belief that you chose to take on because you didn't feel that good about who you were. I've had many addictions, dear ones. And you know what I've come to find out? That my soul was so big. I was pushing through so much energy in my body. But that tiny little body was taking on a whole bunch of beliefs that weren't even hers. And that energy that wanted to live through me kept getting suppressed and suppressed and depressed and depressed because everybody else around was throwing projections. You're not special. You can't talk to plants and you can't talk to Gaia. You don't have special connections with the heavens. That body started to believe it. Then that body started to create negative belief patterns and negative egoic psychic wounds, closing down the chakras, closing down the connections. And if the spirit is not allowed to flow, spirit will create within itself that suppression, that subjugation. It becomes a warped spirit because it's not being allowed to flow fluidly through you. It becomes warped where the male frequencies, the female frequencies within all that we are, the yin and the yang, yin yang, all of those energies become dark and dense and imbalanced. And the ego starts overrunning things. And then it becomes fearful. And then it becomes a slip back into depression, suppression. It's all connected. We are multidimensional beings of holy light. And if we do not allow our creative energies to flow, if we do not allow our emotional bodies to be nurtured and nourished and heard and voiced, if we are not respecting our sacred vessel, the multidimensional allness of all that we are, if we are suppressing it in any way, that vibrant source energy cannot flow. That vibrant source energy does not flow. It gets suppressed and depressed, causing mental and emotional imbalances because of the beliefs that we have taken on from others that aren't even ours. And within every addiction, there is a belief there. Get to that belief and say, I'm pulling this out. It's not mine. And you start having your multidimensional bodies back, if you will. I've got my back. I've got this today. That belief wasn't mine. I choose a new belief. My belief is that I am magical and I'm going to start to create. I believe in the majesty of who I am because I can. That addiction doesn't have power over me. Not today. Today is new. Today is new. Today is new. Step by step, day by day, word by word, affirmation by affirmation, align within who the heart of you are and say, I'm a creative being of divine light. I'm a creative being of divine light. Doesn't matter what everybody said in my past. Doesn't matter what anybody said in my childhood. I'm having the voice of my inner child and I am magnificent. I am creative. I am the body of who I am. I get to be who I am. I get to be inspired to speak and to live and to be as creatively flowing and magnificent as I get to be. Because you know what? It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. I'm living my life right here, right now. The best life, the best life, the best life. No regrets. Right now, right now, right now. Right now, I get to live the best. So that I walk away in every moment. No regrets. I'm with God. No regrets. Doesn't matter what others say about me and think about me. Not anything I haven't dealt with before. That's their consciousness. That's their words. That's their negativity. And it might be something beautiful too. Might be saying, wow, she's got it. She's so bright and vibrant. I can't wait to turn it on. I can't wait to be inspired to know about who I am as a multidimensional Christed being. I'm going to take away all that density of who I thought I was, because they were limited beliefs. And then you start to create who you are as the massive being of infinite light that you are. We're here to inspire that. You take that from there. You go. You shine. You get big. You surrender to your greatness. You surrender to all that you are as source. And it's going to come back to you. When you're living fully from your creative centers, when you're living fully from this place of, I am that I am, so be it. I am as my name is, I came with great light. I am that I am, I came with great destiny. I am that I am, I have a great blueprint. And I will create those challenges as well as successes and victories, because my soul wants to grow. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to shy away from challenge. No, okay, what's the challenge? Bring it. What is it? Because I know the energy I've put out has been positive. The energy I've put out has been sacred. The energy I'm talking about is sacred, and it's in alignment with the highest truth. Bring it. That's when you walk with confidence. Say, I've been renewing myself with me. I've been renewing myself with source, and I'm going forward. And I call who I am. I get to choose who I am. I break the boxes of all limitations, because that's what I get to do. And if you hand me something that sounds exciting, let's go for it. And let's add to it. Let's move around it. Let's shake it up. Because that's why we're here. We're meant to have fun. We are meant to move around these puzzle pieces for humanity until we find something that really fits and really feels good. So we're going to create some really great stuff in our 5D co-creations. And we're going to go through many, many papers that are going to be scrapped up and thrown on the floor because things didn't work. And that's okay. That's why we're here to rebuild and rewrite. We get that choice. We're the ones that have been here a million times before. And we're going to say, this is the lifetime where we bring our best. This is the lifetime where we bring our greatest skills. And we're going to say, let go of everything that was. No longer who I am. I can't even remember. I don't even know what that addiction was. I can't. That's how powerful this now moment is. You build yourself into this now moment of profundity, of love, of excitement, of joy, of creativity. This now moment forgets everything that was just said 5 minutes ago. No idea. I can't even remember, because now is more important. Now is now. Now is now. Now is now. Now the vibration of who I am is now. Every one of my chakras is spiraling, and I'm calling in spirit. Spirit's living through me with grace. Spirit's living through me with excitement. Because I get to express who I am and explore, experiment, and I get to experience this. That's the richness. That's when you know you're living a rich life. It's rich. It's vibrant. It's who you are. It's why you're here. And you're not going to walk around like that all day. No, of course not. But when you are asked, come to the table, what do you got for us? Wow, I've been waiting for you to ask. Come over here. Show up. Every day show up. Every day show up, no matter how hard it is. I've been there. I've been there. I've been there. I've been there. No matter how hard it is, you show up. And especially for the divine feminines, the ones that take care, and even if you're a divine masculine, doesn't matter. You're healing both of these energies in your multidimensional DNA strand that we're all healing, and we're coming together as one, divine male, divine female, living as the sacred child, that creative genius. When your male and female are balanced, that's when your creativity really starts flowing, because you're in balance. You're not denying either aspect of you. You're allowing the expression of your creativity. You're allowing the power of who you are to come forward, and you're not denying either of it. It's the allowance of who you are as spirit. In that rebalancing process, that's that healing and clearing. And every moment you speak your truth from who you are as the heart, not the ego. You're not healing anything by expressing ego. The ego has been done for centuries and eons. The ego's had its time. Tell it to take a rest, take a nap. Start healing when you express as spirit. Drop to your heart, center in who you are. From this moment forward, even for the next hour, I choose and I intend to express myself as spirit. What is aligned with the values of who I am? What is aligned with my truth of creativity so that I express and I explore myself in new, integrous ways? How may I be the benevolent being that I've come here to be, to share myself, to honor myself, to be of that sacredness of myself, that spirit. For no other reason, again, you know you're vibrating a spirit, creating a spirit, because it just brings so much joy. And everything else will be worked out. The money, the clients, because this is multidimensional. That multidimensional excitement brings you clients from other dimensions you don't even know about. We're not just dealing with 3D. We're all. 5D is all. You want clients? Manifest from spirit. Speak from spirit. Be of spirit. That's allness. That is success. Everything is icing on the cake. Never worry about money. Express who you are as spirit. It will come for you. It will find you. It will seek its way through those jungles and it will want you, because that vibrational match is meant for someone else that wants it. You express you as you, all will be met. Vibrationally, intuitively, synchronistically, simultaneously when you need it. That's the elegance and the design of God. One of my gifts is to come forward and speak of, to be of, to express of, to explore of the elegance and the beauty that is God, the omnipresence consciousness of God, God connecting God, God linking God, God evolutionizing God. Do you see what we're saying here, dear lighted ones? Micro, macro, God in all things. Are you God? You wake up, wow, I want to feel God today. All right, God, show me the way. Show me the way to my brilliance. Show me the way to being happy. Show me the way to kicking this addiction. Show me the way of being here for my kids. Show me the way through which I can show up for my kids and I can clear what I need to clear so that they're not going to have to clear it for me. I want to be here for my children's children, because you know what? In 3 lifetimes, I'm going to be back. And I want a great life. I want a great earth. And all your chakras start clearing themselves because you're living in your truth of sacredness. You're living in your truth of spirit. You're aligned and creating as spirit. That's 5D, dear lighted ones. No doubts, no questions. You manifest as spirit. Greater good, greater good, greater good. Not self-service over everybody else. Not self-service and kicking everyone else to the curb. And if that's how you feel, and if that's where you're vibrating from, then there's some healing that you got to do. Because you're it. When you're kicking someone to the curb, you're it. When you're climbing over 10 other people just to get to the top, it's all you. Every person you climb over is you. It's you. You're going to feel that. You're going to feel that. It will be felt because it's one. What you put out is what you get back. Put out the love. Put out the honor. Say, I know I'm in a desperate place right now, Source. I have no money in my account. I have no idea where my job is going to come from. And I no longer want to carry those ego fears and attitudes. Because I absolutely know that when I'm okay with me and I'm centered in who I am, you're going to bring it to me, Source. You're going to bring it to me. That's the faith and the joy and the hope that is God receiving to you. You're God. God is here. God is here. You say, okay, God, live with me. Be with me. My intentions, my creations, my notions, my musings, my ponderings, my excitements. I'm living with God. I'm living with God, the greater good. The greater good. It's benevolent. How I share serves others. How I share serves others. How I share serves the planet. I'm gentle with the planet. I get it. I'm flowing with Gaia. I get it. I'm one with the fairies and the gnomes and the forest. I get it. I'm one. I want to give you love because you know what? It's coming back to me tenfold. And I will open my heart to receive. I'm worthy. I'm worthy of God's gifts. The infinite supply of God is waiting to bless you. Are you in alignment with that blessing? Or are you worried about jumping over people to try and get the last job? Where's your belief system? Are you worthy? Do you know you're worthy no matter how your circumstances look right now? Remember, circumstances don't matter. It's your vibration. I'm in vibration that I know right now, there's the perfect job coming to me. I just got to do a little bit of work, just a little bit of work, because I got to know that I got to act first. God's showing me. You take that first step and I'm going to bring something to you. Take that first step, I'm going to bring something to you. And every moment of that infinity, God is showing you. Yeah, we're going to navigate challenge. You got this. You're a master. You're here. You're watching this video. You are a master. You are a master. This is mastery class. This is mastery class moving your way through 5D. You will get to 5D. Believe in who you are as spirit. Believe in who you are to let go of limitation, to let go of anger, to let go of desperation, let go of limitation, let go of who you thought you were. You have absolute power to create whatever majesty you want to explore. You get in there. You be that vibration. Yeah, this is who I am. And for those of you, wanted to get back to the divine feminine that have had those experiences. And there's so many women that have had these experiences. And even if you're a divine male that looks after children as well, this is the divine feminine within you. The divine feminine that comes forward and every day that says, I just want to have a great life for my kids. I just want to give my kids, better food to eat. I just want to have my kids know that they don't have to resort to lower vibrational creative activities. I want to know that my kids are being their highest and their best. I want to know that the kids have every access to anything that they want to explore. And anybody that's a parent, anybody that's been at the grassroots of their family to say, how can I be and offer all my children everything that they need? When you just ache it so bad and you're sitting there just saying, how can I be more of anything so that I can show my kids that there's so much within them. They can look forward to a great earth. They can look forward to majesties that they create because they know that they are spirit. How can I give that to them? How can I offer it to them? How can they know that their body is so important? How can they know that standing up for their body is so important? That they have the right to say no when something feels uncomfortable. They have the strength and the courage within them and the confidence of their wherewithal to say, no, that doesn't feel good. No, I don't want to learn that today. This is what I want to learn. This is how I want to go forward. This is how I want to explore. This is how I want to create because I'm a master. We've all felt it. We've sat in every room with our kids and said, wow, you are so profound, you are ready. And the life that we're showing them is so very limited. And everything that's being jammed down their throats is so limited and dense. Why? How can we start being the fishers and showing them we're going to step out differently today? I'm going to change up how our routine has been looking because it's not taking us anywhere. I'm going to change up the routine. I'm going to shift it up so that we honor our multidimensional body, so that we start speaking and living spirit because we are. It's nothing to do with religion. We are spirit, have always been. Before religion was even created, we are the essence of the Holy Creator. We are the essence of God. We are the essence of spirit. We are the essence of the greater ones. And we have multidimensional wisdoms, intelligences, and love within us that is infinite and eternal, the law of one, the law of one, the law of one, the law of one. So how can I, as this being of the Holy Christ, how can I be this law of one and gift all that I am in creative joy, creative joy, creative joy, creative joy? I am my hi she ma siamait siamat siananakat she ananakat sacred. Just connect with who you are as a soul. God comes out. Multidimensional allness that connects with, wow. That sound just created that clearing of that density, of that calcium that was stuck in my pineal. That calcium that was stuck in my field. Done. Gone. You remember who you are. You wake up tomorrow and thinking, wow, holy cow, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? I'm going to be here now. I'm going to create now. I've got spirit now. I am spirit now. I am spirit now. I'm aligned. I'm aligned. I'm aligned. I'm aligned. Clear out that density daily. Clear it out. You don't need it. It's your old story. You can't remember who you were yesterday. Now is new. Now is new. Now is new. New cells, new body, new organs, new now. New brain, new mind, new fields. Now you're connected with spirit. All that is shaking with you. Come on, breathe with me. Sending light to my day. I'm sending light to my day. You know why? Because I want to walk in light. I want light to come back to me. Send a light to my house. Send a light to my house. I'm going to clear and cleanse my house. I'm bringing the Holy Christ within this house right now. This house is sacred. Angels walking with me right now. Every wall is bathed and cleansed. No more density on these walls. You know why? Because I get to create my space now. Boom. Done. That knowingness you walk as God. That knowingness you create your reality. That knowingness your consciousness is all creating sacred geometry that you are. That's a vibrancy coming forward saying, I get to create this. I get to create this. And if these energies feel uncomfortable, that's okay. That's okay. Because this is pure knowing. This is pure excitement. This is pure passion. This is Christhood. That's okay. You'll get yourself in the vibe of your own unique vibe that feels right for you. And it's not going to look like 3D because that's not the higher vibrational vibration. That's density and limitation and fear and ego. That's okay. Be okay with whatever process, wherever you're at. Because there's clearing, there's movement, there's honor. Aligning to your center, and knowing that this creative genius comes forward. One quick thing before we wanted to go, because we know that there's so many that have experienced this. Any type of sexual abuse in any way, any type of sexual, and we've all dealing with it. Even those that have been celibate for their whole life, there are aspects of sexual clearing that everybody is clearing, because it's happened in other lifetimes. Again, it's not just about this lifetime, it's about other lifetimes. The attitudes, the beliefs, the behaviors, anything that we come with to do with our sacral, the lower two chakras. The sacral chakra is the creative chakra. How you create a source, how you allow that energy to flow through you. If that sacral chakra is shut down and blocked because of all the projections you've taken on as your truth, from what others have told you, from the beliefs of others that have said, you can't do that, you can't, whatever you've taken on, doesn't matter. That clogs that sacral and starts to spin at a slower rate. So spirit cannot get through and be the fluidity of your genius. So clearing out those chakras every morning is really important. And if there has been sexual disorientation through confusion about the sexuality of who you are, anything like that, based on what you've taken on from society, from your family, from lineage, from dogma, anything that we've taken on, we'll get it projected at us in every way, then those are the things that you get to sit out in your morning self-care and say, I'm going to clear this today, because I want to experience myself as a sexual experience of who I truly am, not as what society has told me, but I get to experience me as the sexual being, as who I am, my truth with me. And a lot of those confusions and misrepresentations that so many people go through, especially when you're going through your younger youth to when you're hitting young adulthood, you get to sort that stuff out, which is related to other timelines as well. And why we often come to this lifetime pulling in those contracts for us to heal those sexual misrepresentations. Spirit is free and flowing and loving of all that is source life. The misrepresentations and the distortions come from the ego, mental and emotional suppressions, depressions, and abuses that have occurred. And why there is those healings that are to be required in clearing out that sacral energy, to clear it out of the misrepresentations, the control, the abuses. And why we had that discussion about third-party energies and understanding the energies and the traumas that are called in those experiences, in the experiences of other people being brought into the innocence, if you will, into energies that they were innocent from. They're the misrepresentations. They're the misrepresentations of ideologies, if you will, of moving through trying to figure out what's going on sexually, what's going on in the ego spirit, trying to create balance. Allowing yourself to live fully as spirit, allowing yourself to live fully as spirit, so that you're sacred of what your body is and who you are as spirit. Your vessel is sacred. Your vessel is sacred. And why you understand that when you allow yourself to feel your sacredness and honor yourself as sacredness, that you will find no more need to disregard and disrespect the physical body or do it to anybody else, because you're in honor of who you are as light. You're honoring who you are as light. Those dishonoring, those imbalances don't occur. High vibrational beings do not walk around disregarding and disrespecting and abusing other bodies. They don't, because they understand the sacredness of source. Every cell, they understand the sacredness of the DNA. They understand the sacredness of the soul. So we're each here to heal it. As we heal our sexual centers and align with spirit, then we allow that ripple effect to occur for the human collective, and why there's been so much disregard for sexual trafficking and the abuses that have happened with children. Because our collective energy, the energy of who we are as a collective body, has been so imbalanced through egocentric belief systems, control and fear. And if we manifest control and fear, those are the experiences that occur. As traumatic and tragic as they are, I can't even say them, because we have never held ourselves as sacred. So all that you do in every moment to return to soul, to return to your sacredness, to return to your sacredness, is that experience of who you are as a sacred being. And we wanted to say this, the teams are saying this, that for us to move through we're maturing as spirit, we're maturing as spirit. So we're moving through our elementary school phase, we're moving through our junior high phase, we're moving through our senior high phase, our university phase. Everybody's journey is uniquely paced and uniquely divinely designed and activated as to your readiness to heal certain traumas, to heal certain activations, to activate your DNA. Everyone's ride is unique. Everyone's ride is sacred. Everyone's ride is unique to them. The understanding of our sexual orientation, we've come with these experiences and we've come with these agreements so that we allow ourselves to stand purely in strength within who we are, to be that blessed representation of the uniqueness of source. And so there has been, they're showing me certain dogmas that have been written about the misrepresentation of sacredness. And it's not for, the representation of sacredness is in your holding of your vessel as sacred. The vessel is sacred. When you hold your vessel as sacred, you will honor the vessels that you co-create with as sacred. And in that moment, you will absolutely understand that that communion of sacred love is with that one other person. In this moment. In other timelines, in higher vibrational timelines, there is the understanding of our oneness with all that we are as male and female, but they've been so misrepresented. And because the ego is so powering in the egocentric 3D experience, until we reach that higher state of consciousness, they're saying, this is a disclaimer, because there's many that will be taking what we're saying out of context, that the ego continues to manifest in control and disregard and disrespect of spirit. The body's being spirit, the spirit of the body that is within. And if we knew that and if we honored that, then there would be no trafficking. There would be no disregard of the sacred children. There wouldn't, because we honor every vessel as sacred God. We're going back to what we said as there is no rule for every one person to say what their orientation and their experience is. And there has been dogma that has tried to put rules into it. What we're saying, the sacredness to reflect upon and to review for yourself. Remember, anything we offer is not a straight up rule. It's not at all. We're wanting the reflection, the musing, and the pondering to go within and discern for yourself. How do I feel as spirit, as my own God essence? Because Christed sovereignty is, who are you as God? Sovereignty, it's not for any one person to tell you this is right or that's wrong. You are to reflect that and discern that for yourself. And you say, as the God essence that I am, I'm purely aligned with spirit. I'm purely aligned with the sacredness of me being spirit. How may I express this? How may I explore this? How may I experience my God essence? What is that experience of sacred? What is that expression for me? How can I speak this expression of sacredness? How can I feel this expression of sacredness? There is no rule that says the same-sex experience is not sacred. There's nowhere that says that that's not Christed. Those are rules that those vibrations of control have placed upon that. What we're asking is the reflection of how the disregard and disrespect for anyone other's body is held. And if you hold regard and honor for your body as sacred, so too will you be to other bodies. So too will you view other bodies. And the entertainment and the lower vibrational disregard and disrespect of human sacredness will not even be a factor, will not even be an occurring experience. Because we honor it as sacred. What does sacred feel like? How do I want to be sacred with my body today? Sacred. So feel into it for yourself. Feel into and discern for yourself in your relationships. How do I want to be honored as sacred? Whether it's a communication, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a sacred sexual experience. Is it sacred? Does it align with who you are at the heart space? Because so many of us have been experiences where it was not sacred. And it became out of sacred through cycles of control and manipulation and things that are moving in the healing of humanity. But if not one person is coming to the table and saying, this needs to be sorted out because it's not sacred, and I'm going to move in a direction that's sacred, this needs to be resolved for me. And if the other party does not want to resolve it, then that's the choice that you come to. But at least you know that you are absolutely aligning with your sacredness, and you can walk in your integrity and say, wow, that felt really great. I'm going to create some magic here because I know I'm sacred. I'm aligning with who I am at my soul. And you always renew yourself in this way as that sexual being that you are, aligning with sacredness. You know that you're going to attract a sacred relationship that also holds that similar explorational need and desire, because they know they're sacred. And that becomes something different, a whole new level of honoring that communion and that sharing of love at a very intimate level, not at a level that's controlling and abusive. There's so many of us on this planet that have experienced, I mean, 7.5 billion people on this planet. We're healing lineages and Akashic lineages of disenfranchisement through egocentric control on all parties, male and females, because we are all healing this. Everyone will be activated to clear out their lower chakras, to clear out the subjugation, to clear out the abuse, to clear out the lining, so that we become that crystalline, purified, rarefied energy in that creative center. If our creative sexual centers are blocked, we are not manifesting in the purity and the alignment of who we are as sacredness. We just won't. It's going to be misrepresented, it's going to be imbalanced, and those manifestations will come back until you say, okay, there's something going on down here. What's going on? Am I valuing myself as sacred? You'll feel into those triggers throughout your experience of your ascension and your awakening. And that's creative center, is honoring yourself as sacred, nurturing yourself as sacred, valuing the body as sacred, and clearing out those eons of abuse, clearing out those eons of subjugation and control and suppression and depression. It's all related. It's all interrelated. And that includes any dishonoring entertainment. It's all energy. It stays in your field. It stays in your bodies and your cells. So again, align with what feels sacred, and then you'll start clearing these old energies out. And set time aside once a week, twice a week, to clear out specifically the lower two chakras, so that you're maintaining that heightened experience and that heightened oscillation of higher vibrational experiences. And allow yourself to feed and nourish yourself sacredness. My body is sacred. Release what is aggressive and dishonoring of various things and that we're being offered, and we have potential to, because it's all free will. Feel into how you feel when those things come about. Does it feel honoring of me? Am I dishonoring myself? And why do I want to keep dishonoring myself? Because it's lack of love, lack of self-love, those distorted beliefs about who we are, what we exist within, and what exists within us. We're all source. We're sacred. The spirit of you knows you're sacred. The soul of you knows you're sacred. And it's honoring you and telling you and showing you every moment that you can. And if we're not aligning with it with our daily, everyday, moment for moment choices, because our ego is not connected with our heart, the heart and the mind are way off, that's when those mismanifestations start, all over the place. And that's chaos. From chaos comes order, but we must choose it. What do I want from my reality? I get to choose. And it's okay if other people fall away and they break off, because they have to experience what they need to experience. But you can choose for yourself to start asking yourself those sacred questions as spirit. At some point, everyone will awaken to every chakra question they need to ask themselves. Am I aligned with the higher connections of the heavens? Do I believe that I have that? Do I believe that I have access to see the heavens, to know the heavens, to see God in all things? Do I have the knowing and the sacredness to know that I can speak godly, that I can speak the spirit of all that I am? They're vortices of energy, all creating source, all allowing source to live through you as spirit. Am I allowing my one heart to be connected with all that is? Do I understand that my heart represents this portal of love and joy and creativity for all life? Do I know that my power center? Wow, I know who I am. I'm no longer going to be swayed by other people's beliefs or opinions or attitudes or judgments or projections from me. I've got my light up. I know who I am. When you know who you are, the projections of others won't affect you. Even in those moments where many women have experienced, even men too, those moments of, disempowerment in those intimate experiences that should be feeling very sacred and loving and honoring. But because we've held ourselves at, such dense vibrational experiences in our worthiness, that we've allowed things to occur with our bodies that really didn't feel sacred at all. They weren't aligned with our heart. They weren't aligned with our spirit of who we are. But now we can. Now we can say, you know what, from here on out, my body is sacred. I'm going to call in the beings that are also matched at a sacred level. No more manipulation, no more lies, no more games, no more trauma, no more abuse. This is what I get to choose, because my body, that's a vessel. I am a temple. I am a shrine, and I choose to walk in this way. And you'll see people that will align with it and people that won't, and have that be okay, because you get to choose what reality you get to experience. And when you're speaking truth, your chakras will clear. And you'll notice the idiosyncrasies that your body is with source. Your source will tell you, soul will tell you, spirit will tell you, and you just keep aligning with source. Okay, spirit, what do we want to buy at the grocery store today? And your body will show you're aligning in the flow of source. If your chakras are blocked and dense and held down with inappropriate beliefs that are not right for you anymore, you'll continue to not know where you are and what you're creating and who you're creating with. That's manifesting through chaos. And that's what you'll receive. And that's okay. It's a part of the journey. But you can choose to every moment sit within your center. I want to be sacred today, and my body is sacred, and I get to say no when something feels uncomfortable, and I will speak up about it because that's my throat chakra. That's my sexual centers. That's my I am presence. It's all connected. So renew yourself as love with you. Renew yourself as the creative agent that you are, as the benevolent master of creation, of benevolence, of your goodness, of your spirit. All that you are is love and source. That is spirit. Speaking, living, being, creating with you, that 5D reality. Moment for moment, day by day, wake up and say, today I'm going to have my best day ever. You can do this. You can do this. Even if you're picking yourself up off the floor, I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you. I've been there 100 times. You can do this. God is within. There is always light. God will always show you. God will always put you back together. You are not broken. You are not broken. You are not broken. God is within you. You got this. You are sacred and you are magical, and I believe in you. So pull yourself into the center of who you are as source. You are sacred. You are sacred. Call upon the heavens and the holy creators today. The heavenly blessings of every archangel and every ascended master and all the heavenly healing angels within our creation, our celestial teams of heavenly light. Please pray for all those that are with us today in the sacred prayers of our walking moment for moment talk within our inner selves, that we align with our highest potentiation, so that the voice within aligns with the voice above and below and all that is, so that we begin experiencing and co-creating the sacred life of who we are as spirit, so that we open our hearts and surrender all the densities and all the illusions, so that we awaken to the highest perspective of who we are as source and light, that we offer the spirit to live through us, that we offer the Holy Spirit of who each and every one of us are as unique beings, to be the blessing of joy and happiness and live the life that we're meant to live, to express and explore ourselves as creative masters of the Holy Christ. Through beyond all traditions and all limitations, we are that of essence creating matter here on earth, and we choose to anchor it in the highest light. Amen, amen, amen. Spirit lives through you. Thought, word, and deed, you are spirit. Thought, word, and deed, you are spirit. Thought, word, and deed, you are beyond it all. Beyond every tradition, every limitation, every box you've been placed in. You're beyond it all. You're infinite. Spirit will show you in every way. Open up and receive. Today I will receive as spirit, and so too you shall. I am that I am as my name is, and we leave you with that, dear lighter ones. Thank you. Those that wish to beautifully connect with us, private sessions and healing sessions, also the information will be in the box down below. And those of you that are so kind, that love our offerings, connect with us in a beautiful way, that we continue offering the websites, which will be up hopefully by the end of this month, at the latest, we hope, and as well as any illustrations that we put out in all of our social offerings. We love you, and we will always be here to inspire you to be the highest and the very best version of you in every moment. And every moment is new. Every moment is new. It doesn't mean the ego will want you to place up there and say, I'm the best of everything. That's not what we're saying. Mean the very best. And every moment you soak within and you say, I'm love right now. Even it might be your most darkest, most challenging moment. You open up your heart and say, right now, I'm love. This dark moment I've got to go through, because this next moment, it's always the movement and the flow of your evolution. There will be those dark moments, and then there's going to be those profound light moments. It's just the cycles. So know it. The light is there. The light is there. The light is there. Be patient and let it flow through you. Be patient and release. Be patient and choose in every moment. I choose to release this dense belief. It's not who I am. I'm infinite. Align with infinite. Begin there. Align with love, begin there. Align with your creativity, begin there. And you'll always know that you're going to continue to align with your highest and your best. Creative love, creative love, creative love, benevolence, compassion, forgiveness, kindness, caring, gentleness. Align with the truth of who you are as spirit. 5D is becoming spirit. More and more and more and more and more and more. And we love you. Namaste, dear lighted ones. Donation link will be down below. Private session link will be down below. And we love you. Namaste. Bye. Go be shiny. I rainbow you.